Alright, hello, and welcome back to Let's Play System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster. Last time we finished the first section of the Deck 2. So the first section is called the Cryo Suite, and the first deck is called MedSci, which I kind of forgot about in the last episode. But anyway, we are heading into the medical section of MedSci.
Good. You've managed to get into Med. Now find Grassi and get the keycard to the Crew sector. He's the one who monitored your cryo sleep, so he might be interested in joining you. If he hasn't been butchered yet.
Yeah, if he hasn't been butchered yet, we'll see. This is the way to the Crew section, where we'll eventually need to go. But first, let's explore over here. Oh, and I should make a save.
Silence the discord. We heard you.
I'll kill you, don't mind if I do.
Entering medical sector A. Intruder, the many demands to know your intentions. Are you allied with her? Do you not know of her intentions, of her history? She once tried to destroy your species, and now you do her bidding. Intruder entering medical sector A.
Alright, so what Xerxes is talking about there is a little bit into spoiler territory. If you played the first game, you might have a clue about what's going on, but he's slyly hinting at the main antagonist of this game. I won't say anything more. I mean, this is a 26-year-old game, so we're a little late to the spoiler party, but yeah, I'll try to keep hush-hush about it. I have tagged this stream as a spoiler stream, so spoilers are fine, but yeah, if I can, I like to keep them to a minimum. This is a redundant software, I think. Yeah, redundant software not installed. What's June 30th, 2114?
Angela, while it may appear that the lab monkeys are communicating with each other, I assure you it's quite impossible. You claim that one monkey signed the passcode for a supply closet to another, and the latter proceeded to open it. As I'm sure you know, there have literally been tens of thousands of studies of primate intelligence, and there's no evidence of behavior even remotely that sophisticated. So either you've single-handedly trumped the entire field of animal behaviorists, or you're badly in need of a vacation.
I'm going to go with the latter. Anyway, we have an incomplete surgical unit, and we can use these surgical unit activation keys to activate them. These are pretty scarce, so we'll want to hold on to them. I won't use it on this surgical unit. What it does, basically, you spend 5 nanites and then you completely heal, which will be one of our main methods of healing, at least early in the game. The standard surgical unit is useful for diagnostic procedures under the control of a trained physician. This activation key, when attached to a surgical unit, will allow it to perform healing procedures automatically. A fierce battle with the medical lobbyist groups has resulted in a compromise in which the nanite-driven activation keys may not be installed by the vendor on a surgical unit, but may be stocked separately for customers to install in case of emergency. The installation is not difficult, however, once the two are connected, a factory technician is required to disconnect them. Yeah, which explains why these are kind of a scarce resource, because you use them once and then you can't uninstall them. Let's take care of these monkeys first before we do anything else. He had a bag of chips. Nothing too exciting. And he had nothing. Nothing. Med hypo, med hypo. This one has actually This one is actually functional, so we could use 5 nanites here, but we are not in need of healing yet. Cyber modules, always interested. Hypo, don't care. Curtis, July 7th, 2114.
I can't raise anybody down in engineering. If it lives out, I'll need to get down there through the emergency conduit in the MedSci annex. I think the access code is in Watts' lab.
Alright, so we need to get into Watts' lab as well. Let's see. Yeah, that was already one of our objectives. So I want to be a little bit careful because there's a turret behind here. Maintaining weapons. Weapon quality tends to degrade with use. The maintenance skill allows you to actively improve the condition of a weapon by using a maintenance tool on it. Drag it onto the weapon to do so. The amount the weapon is improved depends on your maintenance skill. If you have no skill, you cannot use these tools. Maintenance tools can also be used to improve the condition of turrets. Turrets are kind of dangerous. We need to disable the security systems, then we can walk up to them and hack them. I forget exactly how many hack points we need. I think it's 4 or something. So for now we'll just destroy them. They'll be very useful in the end game. We'll definitely be hacking turrets then. That turns them against the enemies. So that's good. Let's see how many. We have 5 bullets. That's not much. Can we take it down? Let's see. He's not seeing us. Great. And it had nothing. A grand total of nothing. Right, so this is the way we're supposed to go. Access cards. Doors may require keycards to open, keycard access to open, in which case they will have a card slot by them. Any keycard that you pick up will contain a particular set of permissions distinct for that type of keycard. In order to see what keycard accesses you have, look in the lower right info bar and select the keycard icon. If you try to use a keycard slot and you have the relevant access, then you will automatically use the correct keycard. If you do not have the relevant access, you will see a message telling you what is required. Well, this is pretty self-explanatory, I would say. But anyway, we have the cryogenic sector keycard and the science sector keycard. We won't be spending too much time looking at our keycards, I promise. Let's make a save. This one also has is a functioning surgical unit. We'll be using this one a lot to heal. And a quantum entanglement sampler. There we go. Overloading psi. When you use a psionic discipline, you can do one of 3 things. You can use it at normal power, you can overload and use it at a more powerful level, or you can burn out. Overloading will use the discipline as if you had the psionic ability too higher than you actually do, but takes more time to use than the normal level and risks burnout. If you want to use the discipline at normal power, you can just quickly press the fire button. If you want to overload using more power, hold down the fire button until the bar in the middle of the screen reaches the yellow box and then release. Make sure that you don't hold the left button until it hits the right edge and turns red. This will cause you to burn out, taking damage and having no effect. Well, not too interesting. We won't be using too much psi.
You might witness some strange phenomena. Your R-grade cyber rig has an experimental perception enhancement that can theoretically detect residual psychic emanations. These emanations traditionally come from the recently dead. Literature might call them ghosts. I call them self-hypnotic defects in the R-grade unit. Don't let it distract you from the job at hand.
That comment almost sends shivers down my spine, because when I first played this game and came to this part about ghosts, I was freaked out. So I couldn't play anymore. I just immediately quit. But we will, of course, soldier on. And the light turns off. Oh, Jesus. Creepy.
Hurry. Good.
Let's let's wait. Let's wait until the camera cools down, and let's take care of it before we explore any further. And also the monkey. Ah, finally, he has an unresearched object. Now let's see, this looks much like your brain, except that it's smaller and there are hair-like silvery filaments penetrating it. Chemicals needed to research fermium. So, let's see, let's check the logs.
Each deck has a chemical
that was
store
the
room
wrong
where you
one.
can find the resources you need to research the artifacts you'll find around the ship.
And there are 2 fermium, so we'll quickly run back and just grab that to have it ready to go. So we will definitely be making a lot of these jaunts back and forth, grabbing chemicals and what do I want to say? Recharging our items. So we have 10% left. That's a perfect opportunity to just quickly run back here and recharge everything we need. And now you can see the implant is at 100%. Yeah, the research is continuing apace, as it were. Oh yeah, I forgot to... No, I did remember to activate the quantum re-entanglement device, or whatever it's called. Let's see. Another monkey, damn it. Alright, let's save scum this one. Yeah, that's what happens. It blows up in your face. There we go. Now before heading to the left, we'll want to explore to the right. Radiation. Some areas are dangerous due to radiation. When you enter an area that is radiated, you will hear a warning. A radiation bar will appear on your screen, which fills up at the speed dependent on the radiation level in the area. Every so often, you will take damage based on the amount in your radiation bar, which can be decreased by using anti-radiation hypos. Alright, and the game tells us we need fermium, so let's just apply it to research. And it'll continue apace. Oh, crap. I forgot about that ghost.
Hello?
Creepy. Let's see, I'm pretty sure there's a camera in here, so let me make a save before I do something stupid.
What is a drop of rain compared to the storm?
What is a thought compared to
Mind. Our unity is full of wonder.
full of wonder, which your tiny individualism cannot even conceive?
Yeah, this game is a little bit philosophical. In fact, I love the dichotomy between individualism and collectivism that this game explores. It's actually a little bit deeper than surface level. Let's see, 45%, that's not too bad. I say confidently. Ah. So we have a shoddy pistol, so let's unload and drop that one. Don't care, don't need it. And here is a Deck 2 crew access card, which we definitely need.
Well done. I'm uploading some cybernetic modules. Find an upgrade unit as soon as you can.
Watts, July 7th, 2114.
Patient Watson died at 0240 of non-specific causes. Despite zero respiratory and brain function, the body is still displaying autonomous motor function, as does the parasite. At 0847, the patient even spoke to one of the nurses. Autopsy is set for 1630, and then we'll see what makes this Lazarus tick.
Foreshadowing.
Research complete.
Research complete. So let's read about it. The monkey brain. Summary. You've learned how to best target the monkeys for maximal damage. All damage you deal to monkeys will be increased by 25%. Analysis. The monkey is genetically normal, an African squirrel monkey. However, it appears to have been subject to a large number of chemical and surgical procedures, both before and after birth. These procedures have enhanced brain size and connectivity, as well as enhanced the myelination of the central nervous system. By the way, myelin, that's a thin layer of coating. I think it's some kind of protein, but it's coating your nerves, which makes the signals in the brain go faster. So apparently these guys can think faster, the monkeys. I, on the other hand, I think slowly. I'm getting tired, so I'll do my best. Okay, the skull of the creature has been surgically removed, presumably both to prevent cranial pressure and to allow quick experimental access. Oh, Jesus. Recommendation. The neural construction of the creature is similar in nature to psionic human neural structure. The monkeys are likely to have psionic capability. Excuse me. They are vulnerable to all attacks which affect standard organic creatures. Which means we can bash them to death with our trusty wrench. Alright, so outside here there is a turret, and I don't think we have too much ammo. We have one anti-armor ammo, but that's fine, we can use standard ammo as well. It just takes a little bit longer to kill these guys. How much ammo do we have? 35 bullets, okay. So we need to be a little bit conservative. And the turret didn't even drop anything. How rude. And we get our first piece of armor. That's good. Light combat armor. The deificx Class 1 armor requires a strength of 2 in order to equip. The armor is a complex mesh of Kevlar and substrate steel mesh that provides lightweight, marginally effective firepower stoppage. The armor is not only designed to resist penetration, but also to disperse the kinetic energy of the impact throughout its frame. deificx is the arm of Triop's military branch that generally supplies the poorer belligerents, such as terrorists and local militias. While it's better than nothing, more than one wearer has met an unpleasant end while wearing the deificx Class 1. Alright, so we need to be careful. We're not immortal, just damage resistant. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything more here. Now we will be ambushed by 2 shotgun guys here, if I remember correctly. Armor. Armor can help you both in protection from damage and protection from environmental effects. Combat armor comes in 3 varieties: light, medium and heavy, with increasing amounts of strength required to equip heavier armor. Additional armor includes hazard suits, which provide protection against toxins and radiation, and powered armor, which is particularly defensive but requires power. Now that is actually a great piece of armor. I forget exactly when we get it. It's in quite a while, but when we get it we drop every other piece of armor. We don't need anything else. Well, except radiation protection. Now, is there something along these pipes? Let's have a quick check. Nothing that I could see.
This is Xerxes. Why do you persist in your loneliness?
Oh crap, here they come. Alright, I took a bit of damage there, but it's really not too bad. The armor protects us. It's 20% defense. That's good. So, not too bad. And it only costs 5 nanites to heal. And now we're up to 251 nanites, so we're doing alright, I would say. Now, we still don't have the anti-radiation suit, but do we have any hypos? Yeah. We have 2 anti-radiation hypos, so we can explore in here if we were quick about it. Nothing on him. An audio log, we listen to it later. A plant. 30%, can we do it? I hope so. Okay, let's quickly get out. Let's use an anti-radiation hypo. And I guess we should heal up as well. There we go. 5 nanites used in healing. Nothing to... nothing we can't afford. Let's see, I just want to make doubly sure that we actually explored everything in here. I think we did. So, cheaters that we are, we'll make a save and reload afterwards. Yeah, that was everything. Good. And now let's listen to our the audio log we picked up.
Since returning from the surface of Tau Ceti 5, the patient has experienced numerous novel phenomena, evidenced by inflammatory nodular growth and the presence of a large worm-like parasite. This morning, the parasite penetrated the subject's chest from the inside and attached one end of itself to the subject's forehead. If I remove it, it could kill the kid. If I leave it... Final diagnosis beats the hell out of me. I'd love to refer this to Medorsky at CDC, but unfortunately he's 67 trillion miles away.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Alright, we have one last area in medical to explore, which is, well, we should also make doubly sure to check every nook and cranny. Is there something behind here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. And another high radiation area. Thankfully, this is a decontamination shower, so we can just run back out here. We won't need to spend any radiation hypos. Hello there, Green. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Long time no see. We're playing System Shock 2 25th Anniversary Remaster, as you can probably tell. And this is one of my all-time favorite games. I just love this game. How are you doing? We're getting radiation sickness. Red hypo, an audio log. I'll try to be a little bit quick about this. If I don't have to reload, I won't reload. But I also do want to be thorough in exploring. Nanites, anti-radiation hypo, that's good. Anything back here? No. Anything on him? 2 cyber modules. I will definitely take those. Okay, we need to get back. Just chilling, you were watching some YouTube. Great, great, great. Did you watch anything in particular or just random stuff? So we definitely want to be healing this way. Here we go. I know Dutch was stopping by here before, but he had to visit his mother's, so he had to leave. I don't know if Dutch was streaming today. I didn't check. He streams a lot. And finally, I'm getting back into the streaming groove, which I'm happy about. Let's see, what the hell am I doing? I got the crew card key, that's right. Get the crew card from Grassy. He's near biopsy in medical, but he was dead. And now the current objective is to find Dr. Watts' room in the crew sector. So this is an older game, of course. It's released in 1991, and these games do not hold your hand like modern games do. We don't get a quest marker telling us exactly where to go. We need to pay attention and explore and all that good stuff. A YouTuber called Juve playing Skyrim as a skeleton. Not the most riveting content, but it's entertaining by himself. Okay, good. Yeah. Skyrim is a big game. I never 100%ed it, actually. I played it a lot when it released, but I haven't like played all the versions. It's been released, what, 20 times now, for refrigerators and smartphones probably, and smart toilets and whatever else the joke is. Alright, we are going to the crew section now. Oh, Dutch wasn't streaming. Okay.
Good. You've made it into the crew sector. Now find Dr. Watts' room.
Right, I like these pictures, a multi-picture, so we can switch paintings. We'll have have a look at these before moving on. These paintings will actually play a bigger role later on in the game. Not to spoil anything. Korenchkin, June 14th, 2114.
We have picked up a transmission from the surface of Tau Ceti 5. I've been in negotiation with Captain Diego of the Rickenbacker, and after some coercion, he's agreed to go planetside as a joint venture. Imagine, this historic mission might even become more historic. First contact. And who is there to get exclusive rights to all media, patents, and land grants? Trioptimum. Miri, I told you this would be worth it.
Alright, so this is Korenchkin. He's the captain of the Rickenbacker, which is the ship which is piggybacked on top of the Von Braun. And he'll also become more important during the story. Notice the logo there says command. That's the command deck, which we are not getting to in a while. Green, you would be surprised if I 100%ed it, but then again 100% is sort of subjective anyway. For me it would be getting skills to 100 and completing the DLCs, but other people may include getting all spells. Yeah, I would be in the latter category. I would also consider getting and reading all the books in the game to count towards 100%. Of course, that wouldn't be 100% according to like the game's statistics, but I think it's it should count. Let's see. And I love the design of these magazines. We can actually read what it says. Bestory, the Artificial Personality Journal. Synthetic talk shows, aggregate personalities, home personality tailoring. And the flavor text on these magazines are actually unique. There are several types of magazines. A high-color journal covering the artificial personality circuit. Feature articles discuss synthetic talk shows, aggregate personalities developed as corporate spokesmen, and low-budget personality tailoring that can be done at home. Now, of course, this game was released in '99, and now we're beginning to see AIs which can actually function as different personalities. Now, the power was drained. I won't bother running back to recharge. It's not that important. We just get some more strength. Well, I actually have to run back soon to offload all these crap items. You know what? I'm actually a little bit unsure if or how persistent the items actually are. Items might start to despawn, so I'll actually be a little bit careful with that, because I want nanites. And I don't want important items to despawn either, so what I think I'll do, since this room is already full of food items, I'll just drop everything here, or all food items. Yeah, I won't bother picking these up. I think they give 1 nanite each for the recycler, so there's no point. Let's hack this replicator.
Please make your selection.
Oh yeah, I guess we should buy cigarettes
With us.
and
Remember, Tuesdays are double days.
and frag grenade rounds, just
Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
to read their flavor text. Frag grenade rounds. A standard fragmentation grenade. Damage is a combination of the concussive effects of the explosion and the resultant pieces of shrapnel. This grenade round is compatible with the TC-11 grenade launcher, and we won't be getting the grenade launcher. Just the wrench and the pistol for us. Cigarettes. Every box of the Tobacco Conglomerate's new Philo filter tip cigarettes comes with 3 optional experience-enhancing additives, available at the touch of a button. The Mint-O-Matic button infuses your smoke with the menthol eucalyptus mint blend. The Kicker button adds a flavor-rich double dose of tar, nicotine, and other carbon compounds. The Self-Cleaning coats your cigarette with a layer of smoke-depositing nanotech. As my testimony indicated the last time I stood before this committee, there is still no clear evidence that cigarette smoking is proven to be harmful to the health of the smoker. Jack M. Sutton, Chief Executive Officer, Uplift Tobacco. Well, that's funny.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Hi there. Please make your
Replicator database
selection.
reinitialized.
Yeah, so we don't really get anything we need by hacking this replicator, so we'll leave it be. We can't get in here. Not yet, anyway. That's broken. Yeah, I think I'll leave food items be, actually. Don't need to pick them up. July 7th, 2114.
Security system.
Goddamn Bronson and her stupid procedures. She's changed the code on the MedSci 2 sub-armory again. Now I've got to head back up to Deck 4 to find out what it is. Somebody's gonna frag her but good someday.
Yep, that gives us the access code to this keypad, which we can't hack. So we definitely need that code, and there are a bunch of goodies in there. But we won't get to it before getting to Deck 4. OS upgrades. OS upgrades are special bonuses to your abilities in a very specific area. Special OS upgrade units will allow you to acquire OS upgrades, which can enhance many specific aspects of your cyber rig, such as your metabolism, your ability at various modes of combat, or even grant you the ability to have 2 implants simultaneously. Be careful in considering which one to get. Each OS upgrade unit will only work once per person, and they are few and far between. That's true. There are exactly 4 of them in the entire game. So before choosing, we'll have a look at our options. Strong metabolism. Damage from radiation and toxins reduced by 25%. Harmful effects of recreational substances reduced by 100%, which negates the bad effects of alcohol and cigarette smoking. But it's useless, we won't take that one. Pharma friendly. Extra 20% benefit from all hypos. Healing items heal 20% faster, also useless. Packrat adds 3 extra inventory slots up to the maximum. Also not worth it, as we definitely will be getting strength to level 6. Speedy. Movement speed increased by 15%. Now, this one I definitely want to take at some point. Maybe it'll be the first one. We definitely want extra movement speed. Sharpshooter. Each shot with a ranged non-psionic weapon does 15% more damage. Not useful. Naturally able. One-time bonus of 20 cyber upgrade modules. Now, I will consider this actually, because while we will be swimming in modules later, at the beginning of the game, we could use them. Next, cybernetically enhanced. Allows the use of 2 implants of different types at once. Useless. I don't want it. Tank. Increases maximum hit points by 10. Useless. Lethal weapon. Increases all hand-to-hand damage by 35%. We could also get this one. It won't be the first we take, but it's an option. Security expert. +2 hacking skill if you already have at least 1 point of skill, applied only to security computers. Invisibility to robots when security is hacked. This might also be an option. At the later levels there are a lot of robots that we could simply avoid if they can't see us, but by that point we'll be powerful enough to take them down, so not to worry. Smasher. You can execute overhand attacks with melee weapons, increasing base damage by approximately 30%. This is actually good, but we won't be getting it, not at first at least. Cyber assimilation. You can extract a diagnostic repair module from many destroyed robots and can use it to heal 15 hit points. Not useless. Not useless, well, useless. Useless, not useful. Replicator expert. Replicators are 20% easier to hack. All items from replicators cost 20% less. That's actually not too bad, although we will be swimming in money, so not a problem. Power Psi. Psionic burnout no longer damages you and costs no Psi points. Tinker. Effect of most weapon modifications improved by 20%. Nanite cost for weapon mods reduced by 50%. Useless. Spatially aware. Automap displays the position of all enemies and is always completely filled in for each sublevel. Also useless. We are of course playing completionists, so we explore everywhere. I think I'll go with this one. I made a save in case I change my mind. Yeah, so in here basically just a lot of items for our recycler. Bottle of champagne, that's new. Let's read this right quick. Champagne is a popular drink enjoyed on the Von Braun and smuggled onto the Rickenbacker, both in its lounges and replicators. However, since the entire liquor concession is run by Triop and all champagne is replicated from the same nanite archetype, due to limited database storage, there is only a single brand available. Fortunately, the vintage is excellent. That sounds good. Let's see, nothing going on up there. No weapons inside, thanks, the management. Guess we violated that rule. Let's check out this replicator.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
It has maintenance tools. I think the reduced price for the other replicator was 38 nanites, right? So it's still cheaper. But let's see what we get.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Oh, it's the same. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave this one hacked. We have 275 nanites. That's good. Yep, not a problem at all. Now, we can actually upgrade a lot now. We could go with agility, get our movement speed up. No psionics, no thank you. But there, yeah, we have to consider if we want to increase or if we must increase hack. Yeah, we'll hold off a little bit on upgrading until we decide what to do. So this bulkhead spits us back into the cryo section, or well, I guess it's called the science section actually. Yeah, the entire left part of this map is called medical, and now we're into the crew section. All right, never mind. Repairing and modifying. Many things in the world, such as weapons and computers, can become broken either through violence or through unsuccessful hacking or modifying attempts. To repair an item, select it in use mode, then press the repair button in the item's MFD. Each repair attempt costs a specified number of nanites, and critical failure will cause that item's total destruction. Most weapons in the world can be modified to become more powerful. To modify an item, bring up the item's MFD and press the modify button. Each modification attempt costs a specified number of nanites, and critical failure will cause the item to break. I feel that's repeating itself a bit. But let's see, we should actually use it to check out the modification mechanics. Oh yeah, we also have burst mode, which actually isn't pretty bad, but I want the accuracy of single shot. We can modify, except we need the modify skill 1 to do it. It basically increases damage and clip size. So we don't care about clip size necessarily.
Security forces have been alerted to your presence, intruder. The glory of the many demands your capture or destruction.
I hate Xerxes. He's so creepy. Let's see what's going on in here. A whole bunch of nothing, it seems.
I will.
Alright, new item. Proximity grenades. The radius 4 proximity grenade utilizes no fewer than 6 separate methods of detection, from infrared signature to electromagnetic field sampling to volumetric air displacement. In order to make sure that it explodes with pinpoint accuracy and in the close vicinity of your enemies. Be sure to purchase our radius exclusion emitter, coming soon, in order to make sure that your grenades excludes you and your squad mates from detonation. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Try Optimum advertising copy. This grenade round is compatible with the TC-11 grenade launcher. And again, we won't actually use it, but we save the grenades for our replicator when we get it. Free money. Alright, let's check out this crate. Oh, that was perfect. Lucky. That was a 50% chance. What does it say? You do not have access to this system. Please use the proper authorities for clearance. No, thank you. I think I'll hack it. 40%. We've got this. I hope. There we go. So that disables the force field. And we have auto-diagnostic medical kit. That's new. The champagne isn't new. A suit of light combat armor. That's what we already have, isn't it? Yeah. Don't need this one. The auto-diagnostic medical kit is able to stop bleeding, rebuild damaged tissue, and even make rudimentary organ repair. That's handy, in case your organs need repair. A staple of emergency medical technicians, battlefield medics, and policemen everywhere. The medical kit will restore all lost hit points. It does so a little bit slowly, but it does do the job. Oh, he's coming towards us. He's coming. Oh, I just remembered. We failed to pick up a magazine from one of these rooms. I think it was here. Yeah, here we go. I just remembered. What does it say? Droid. Myoelectrics. Boon or bust. Self-modifying code. My body, my executable. Forbin Chandra Sung, a historical retrospective. This magazine, very popular among protocol droids and their programmers, is an eclectic combination of technical information and interior design. Some articles are written wholly in byte-compiled code format, easily readable by droids, but many human programmers consider it a mark of competence to be able to read those articles without software assistance. Now, I bet there are some people in real life who can do that as well. Read maybe not binary code, but machine code, or I mean assembly code. Hex editors also. So let's see. Aliens, are they among us? Bum bum bum. A wildly speculative, low-budget magazine, which covers subjects from Are They Among Us to pros and cons of silicate genetics. The only things more amusing than the articles are the letters to the editor published at the front. Yeah, we can only imagine what they say. A ceramic mug with the Trioptimum logo. The VacuSol insulated mug keeps hot beverages hot and cold beverages cold up to 3 years at a shot. The semi-permeable force field over the rim prevents heat transfer, as well as keeping the liquid inside in case of a spill. Now that would actually be very useful if we had such a thing in real life, right? The desk contains nothing. Let's see, what else do we have going on? A pile of disgusting worms. We want to be careful not to step in these piles. That gives us toxin damage. Let's see, now we should actually run back and unlock kinetic redirection. Now that I think about it. So let's see, unlock tier 1 neural capacity and unlock kinetic redirection. There we go. Now we can get far away stuff. So there's a pistol here, let's get it. It's in terrible condition, but we'll gladly take the ammo. And there are some nanites hidden up there, a little bit difficult to see, but if you know about them, you know where to look. And this is the office of Dr. James R. Watts.
Watts isn't here, so he's probably in his office in the R&D sector. Maybe he's got a backup R&D card in here. Take a look around.
Indeed he has, an R&D sector access card. And an extra MFD game player. We'll ignore that, we don't need it.
You have not disappointed me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
And we have 24 modules now, that's great. We can upgrade more stuff. So let's see, I know there's a light switch here somewhere, maybe upstairs. Let's turn on the lights before exploring, so we can actually see something. I forget if it's actually upstairs or downstairs. I guess we can see pretty well here. No, I wanna turn the lights on. It's too dark. Let's see, where the hell is the light switch? I know there is one. On the outside? Yeah. There we go. That's much better. There are a lot of goodies in this room. Come on now. Hello, Gordita. Welcome in. Greetings from Canada. Are you in Canada? I see. All right. So I guess you moved. Long time no see. Welcome on in. We're playing System Shock 2. I don't know if you know about this game, but it's definitely one of my top 5 games of all times. And this is a remastered version from 2025 that we're playing. Anyway, how are you doing? Yeah, you moved permanently. Anyway, how am I and my people? We're doing fine, thank you. Right now I'm getting a little bit tired, but otherwise I'm doing fine. Still working my same job. Yeah. How long has it been since we talked? I forget. A long time. My son is 5 years old now, and my daughter is almost 2. All good here and what a relief. Yeah. Yeah, life is good, I'd say. Getting settled into routines and whatnot. So I've had sort of a hiatus from streaming, as you know. Right now the wife and kids are at my grandparents' house, staying there for about a week, just to get some relief watching the kids and whatnot. And so I thought I'd start streaming a little bit again. And what I would really like to stream after this game is the Talos Principle Reawakened. You probably have played that, I guess, being a super fan. It's been several months, and I look forward to streaming again soon after getting set back up again. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm hoping to see you online as well. So I gotta admit, I'm not too active in Discord. I have so much other things to do. Reawakened is wonderful. Some puzzles are quite difficult. Yeah, that's right. I recently started off stream playing in the beginning, and those puzzles are really hard. And I try my best not to use guides. I will eventually use a guide for puzzles that are really, really hard, but I want to really give them a fair shake before I do. And yeah, Reawakened is absolutely wonderful. I like that they imported like the UI elements and general way the mechanics of the game works from Talos 2. I thought that was a good move. Anyway, where are we? Yeah, let's go back. So have you played System Shock 2 before, Gordita? Or is this a new game for you? You haven't played it? I enjoy the hell out of this game. I played this game like 2 or 3 times all the way through when I was a teenager.
This is Xerxes.
Oh, let's listen to Xerxes.
Replicator restrictions are in place for the good of all of us. All unauthorized database interactions will be dealt with to the utmost degree of the law.
Okay, so Xerxes is the onboard AI. So we are on a derelict spaceship. It's been hijacked by an unknown organism, so basically monsters. But yeah, as I was saying, I finished this game a couple of times as a teen, but back then I was so scared that I could only play like half an hour at a time before I almost pissed my pants. I eventually did finish it as a teenager. Oh yeah, I should also mention the original game was released in 1991, so it's a 26-year-old game. But this remastered version was released this year. But anyway, since I've become an adult, I've played through this game countless times, so I know this game like the back of my hand. and I'm basically playing it now to showcase it and play completionist, as is my want. So let's see, let's make sure to explore all of this. By the way, this is a great audio log. It references the first game as well. And I've marked this stream as a spoiler stream, as it were. I mean, this is a 26-year-old game, so if you're spoiled by this, it's your own fault, I guess. It looks very fresh. They must have done a great job updating it. Yeah, they did. Digital Foundry on YouTube has a great breakdown of the differences. So they've basically left the game alone, like game mechanics wise. They've basically only touched the graphics, and they've made it console friendly also. So of course, back in the day, this was played on the PC with keyboard and mouse, but they've revamped the user interface to make it more user-friendly. And I should also mention all of these items have flavor text, and some of the flavor text is hilarious. But yeah, I read the flavor text as I go. All right, let's listen to this log. June 25th, 2114, from Polito.
Marie, I'm sorry I've been out of touch, but I've been working on that artifact Bayless brought back from Tau City 5. I've done a level 3 analysis on it. I think it's some kind of artificial intelligence. I've managed to pull an audio tag file out of its memory. I'll let you be the judge. Marie, I think it's speaking English.
All right, so that's a little bit cryptic, but if you've played the first game, you'll definitely recognize that bit of audio. I really want to keep this part spoiler free, as it were. I want to talk about it, but when we get to it, I'll talk about it. But to catch you up to the story, we are playing as a sort of nameless soldier. The community nickname for him is Goggles, because he's wearing goggles. There are no mirrors in the game, and you can't view yourself in third person, but you're a soldier who's been implanted with cybernetic implants. So you look very cyberpunky. If you just Google like System Shock 2 goggles, you'll find images of the main character. But anyway, we wake up from cryo sleep aboard the starship Von Braun, and it's completely devoid of people. You do see people sometimes, but you're basically alone, and the people you see, they just end up dead. And yeah, we're basically we're at the very start of the game. We have to get to deck 4, but the elevators are out of order, so that's basically what we're doing. If we look at our notes, we just found Dr. Watts' room in the crew sector, which gave us an access card to the research and development section. And now we have to find Dr. Watts in R&D to get the maintenance code to a shaft, which takes us down to deck 1, where we have to restart the engines to the ship to activate the elevator. So it's a little bit convoluted, but we are making progress. Don't worry about spoiling for you, because you have the memory of a goldfish. Every day is a brand new day. That's a good outlook, I think. Yeah. My memory isn't that great either, really, but for games I've played like a million times, it's not a problem. Implants. You may have a single supplemental implant installed into your cybernetic rig at any time. These add-ons enhance your skills and abilities. Most implants require power and become non-functional once drained. You may recharge all of your implants at the recharge station. You may install 2 implants if you have the cybernetically enhanced OS upgrade. But yeah, we basically won't get the that OS upgrade. Alright, another Sci-amp, don't need that. A potted plant, don't need that. Let's have a look at these pictures. Pretty pictures. And yeah, all of these have only 3. And I think there are like 3 variants of them as well. What about these pictures? Have we seen these? I don't think so. No, these pictures are new. Now, if I was an art geek, I guess I could comment on these pictures. But I'm not an art geek, so... Alright, Suarez, June 20th, 2114.
Wow, you're incredible. Do you know that? I made this game where I tried not to make myself think about you. What a moron. I love you, Rebecca, and I've got the plan. I've been buttering up the captain to transfer me from the Rickenbacker to the Goodwill team on the Von Braun. Pretty soon, nothing will keep us apart.
Oh yeah, also some background. This starship is the first faster-than-light starship. And the Rickenbacker, that's the military ship that's connected to the Von Braun, which is the ship we're currently on. And the Von Braun is a research vessel, basically. And Suarez, he will come up later in the story. In fact, towards the end and also at the very end. And I won't say anything else. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, the flavor text for the can of soda is really funny, so I'll just read it one more time. You'll like this, Gorida. Okay, invented in the early part of the 20th century, soda was created as a refreshing beverage, a mixture of carbonated water and corn syrup. For such a trivial-seeming product, soda and similar beverages fueled the rise of the first 2 megacorporations, the names of which are illegal to publish by U.S. Information Ordinance, so-and-so. Net rumors suggest that these 2 corporations' marketing skirmishes turned into physical ones, promulgated by the destruction of offshore bottling plants by hired mercenary squads in 2023. That's just hilarious. So now, of course, that would be 2 years ago. I love that. Some of the flavor text is sort of mediocre, but some of it is hilarious, which is why I try to read all the flavor text. Anyway, we are nearing the end of the level. We are now going back to the science section of MedSci, which is deck 2. Let me make a save before going on. We are making our way towards the R&D section. We have 28 cyber modules. We could actually upgrade something, but I don't want to upgrade anything prematurely. I'll save my modules, I think. Where do I want to go now? Yeah, this way. No. That was the wrong way. This way I want to go. Silence the Discord. These guys are so creepy.
Hi there.
Oh yeah, I guess I should go offload some items that I don't need before venturing on. So I hope that all my stash here won't cause important items to despawn. We'll take a chance. There we go. The monkey brain is useless. We'll stash that in some other place. All right. Into the R&D section we go.
Dr. Watts is alive and in his office. He should know the code to the maintenance access shaft. Hurry! He's been badly wounded. Don't let him die before he tells you that number.
A small beaker, that's new. Let's read it. While most DNA and fusion clipping is done via protein databases, this beaker is still an effective way to test new samples of both carbon and non-carbon based compounds. The shielded beaker is an excellent method of storing small quantities of hazardous materials for transport and or storage. So what we use these beakers for basically is to pick up the disgusting piles of worms that we find scattered around, which is ammunition for an exotic weapon that we basically won't ever use. We'll pick it up to read the flavor text, but nothing else. Anyway, let's move on. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, fantastic. It's back. I have no idea what went wrong. The audio must have been out for some time then, I guess. Which is a shame. We've lost a lot of progress that way, in a way. Yeah, it's weird because OBS was registering everything. I had no dropped frames, and my CPU was working within acceptable limits. So that's very weird. I have no clue why. It's a little bit of a shame because I'm making Let's Plays for YouTube, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, we are actually at the tail end of the stream anyway. Oh yeah, we were testing killing ourselves. We have a speed booster. I think that's this is kind of funny. So the way the physics in this game works is sort of like real physics. It doesn't matter if you're hitting a wall or the floor. If you're going fast enough, you will take damage. So we'll use a speed booster, and then we run super fast, just straight into things, and then we die. I was doing this to test to see how many nanites we use, and it seems we're actually not using any nanites. So that must be special with the easy difficulty, because on other difficulty settings you definitely do use nanites. Unless they change something for the remastered version, which I don't think. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We were offloading items, getting ready to leave deck 2. Does it say deck 2 anywhere? The medical... Yeah, it says deck 2, the Von Braun deck 2. And we are going back to deck 1, or not back to, I should say. This will be our first time visiting deck 2. Deck 1, sorry, to restart the engines to activate the elevators, which we need. Main power offline. So, dropping down here will spit us out at the beginning of deck 1. So I'll make a save here and call it a stream. So this has been Let's Play System Shock 2. I'll have to wait until I edit the videos to see how much progress we made, but we had some audio hiccups, which I didn't become aware of until I think pretty late. Anyway, thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.